All right, so you're on your back, finding another person. This is a blast. All right, finding that neutral spine. So that lower back is pressed down into the mat. You can put your hands on your thighs or on your hip bones, whatever feels better here. And then you're gonna press into those feet and lift up into a glute bridge. So finding that neutral spine, finding some glute engagement here. So really starting to feel how it feels to dial up the glutes. So really to feel that engagement in the glutes, and sometimes I like to imagine I'm dragging my feet apart, and that helps really engage my hamstrings. So here we're going to heel toe that left foot in, and then bring that right leg up to a 90-degree angle. You're going to put your fingers in your hip joint and internally and externally rotate that knee. So start to send some fluid and some energy into that right hip joint. So just internally and externally rotating that knee. Good, 2 more. Good, we'll bring it back to neutral. We're gonna tap it down to the ground and then back up to 90 degrees. So tapping down to where you were before, lifting up to 90 degrees. So again, getting that extension and flexion with your hip flexor here. We'll do 2 more. Good, last one. And then you can bring it down. We'll heel toe and lift up that other leg to 90 degrees. That left hand this time can go in your hip joint, and we'll internally and externally rotate your knee. So this movement is coming from your hip joint, not from your knee. So really, with those fingers in your hips, you should feel that movement come from the hip, from the femur moving in the hip socket. We'll stay here for 3, 2, 1, and we're back into tapping the ground and lifting back up to 90. Tapping the ground, lifting back up to 90. Tapping the ground, lifting back up. We'll do 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Before you lower the back down, so the feet are lowered, we're just gonna come into a couple calf raises in that hip bridge. So we're still dialing up those glutes here, just warming up the fascia in the foot. Keep doing that. I'm gonna let this last person in. Good. Lifting up and back down for 3, 2, 1. Good. You're gonna lower those hips all the way down. You can hug the knees in for a second if that feels good. Give yourself a nice little turn. We're gonna come into a quick little core sequence here. So you can bring those hands behind your head. Elbows are pointed up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna come at an angle here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So take an inhale, exhale, and lift up off those shoulder blades. So those elbows are pointing forward. That lower back is pressed down into the mat. Good, and lower. We're gonna add on. Inhale, exhale, and lift that knee up to 90-degree angles on the left side. We're coming back into that internal, external rotation, but this time we're making it more of a core exercise. 3, 2, 1, and down. Coming to the other side. Inhale, exhale, and lift that right leg, internal, external rotation. One side might have a lot more than the other side. 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, exhale, and lift. We're coming back to what that left leg did. So extending and lowering that left leg, just tapping it and back up for 3, 2, 1. Switching to that other side. Inhale, exhale, and lift. Right leg this time, tapping and raising. So take this at your own speed. Feel free to slow it down if you need. 3, 2, 1. Last one here. Inhale, exhale, and lift. We're gonna do 1 internal, 1 external, and then lower and up. So internal, external, lower, and left. Internal, external, lower. Last one. Internal, external, lower, and left. Whew. All right, last one. Inhale, exhale, and lift. So internal, external, tap, and lift, internal, external, tap, and lift. Again, take this at your own speed. Feel free to go slower or a little bit faster. Last one, internal, external, lower, and lift. And then come all the way down. You can come to a full body stretch here for a second. Good, feel the body extended. You're gonna reach those arms up towards the ceiling and just come to some wrist circles here. So circling the hands in both directions. Good, and then with the skull on the ground, you're gonna bring those hands together above you and start to protract your shoulder blades up. So pretend that fist is reaching up towards the ceiling and then let the shoulder blades come back down to the ground. You're extending them up towards the ceiling and then relaxing them back down onto the ground, protracting them up towards the ceiling. Last one. Extending up. So you're gonna feel some of that fascia behind in your upper back, stretching out and back down. Good, you can shake out those arms and we will come up. So today we have, my theme is pyramids. So we have 3 pyramids today. And what a pyramid looks like. So you'll do an exercise for 15 seconds and then you have 2 exercises per pyramid. So one exercise 15 seconds, another exercise 15 seconds, one exercise 30 seconds, second exercise 30 seconds. So up to a minute and then back down. And then we'll go to the next pyramid. And there'll be different exercises every time. So it's gonna be fun and you can work on that challenging of getting a little bit longer with exercises and then getting to go back down. So I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Also, I'm gonna repost this for people who just came in because we've been getting a lot of copyright. I'm gonna record this without music today, so if you would like to use my playlist, feel free to. If you would rather use your own, feel free to do that instead. The choice is yours. All right, so our first exercise today, can everyone hear me okay? We good? Okay. Our first exercise today is going to be a shoulder tap with opposite down dog tap. So you'll start in a plank position. You'll come back and tap the opposite leg, tap the opposite leg, come to the front, shoulder tap, back tap, tap, shoulder tap, shoulder tap. And you can do, theoretically, all of this on your knees just by being in your quadruped instead. That's totally an option. So modify that however you need. And then our second exercise will be a clamshell with an extension. So those legs will be bent and you can come down on your forearm or bring your hand all the way down. So you're gonna open up that leg and then internally rotate it like we practiced, close together. So open, internally rotate that knee, close, and down. And I like to imagine that these feet are glued together at the bottom. So you're extending, opening, down, and together. So on the way up the pyramid, we'll be on one side, and then on the way down, we'll do the other side. All right. So we're gonna start with 15 seconds of the shoulder tap to the opposite taps, and then we'll go to the clamshell. So starting in 3, 2, 1. So you're only doing 15 seconds here, so maybe you'll get 2 reps in. So opposite tap and then shoulder tap. Opposite tap, shoulder tap. 3, 2, 1. You can come onto your side here, get a quick little rest, and then we'll go into 15 seconds of our clamshells. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So you're opening it up, internally rotate and down. We're opening it up, internal, close, and down. Opening it up, internal, close. You should feel this in your glute, opening it up, internal, close, and down. 3, 2, 1, pausing. All right, so we're coming to our 30-second interval here, back into our shoulder tap. In 3, 2, 1. So taking this at your own pace, you can do these as slow as you need to. Nice and controlled here, really using the shoulders and the core to help you engage. 15 seconds to go. You can always modify this down on your knees. Good, 3, 2, 1. Coming down on your side, same side for the clamshells. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds here, so we're opening up, internally rotate, closing, and down. Opening up, internally rotate, close, and down. So feeling some engagement in the hamstring as well as in the glute here, really oiling up that hip joint. Internal and down. Try to make each of those movements a little separate from each other. 3, 2, 1. Coming back up. We're going to that 45-second interval this time. Back into our shoulder tap in 3, 2, 1. So 45 seconds this time. Maybe you want to try a higher, ooh, I forgot my shoulder taps. Maybe you want to try a more progressed level. Maybe you want to modify a little bit this round. With those shoulder taps, you're really trying to not move the hips too much side to side, so just a little movement. Good, 15 seconds. This is adding up. Good, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going back into that clamshell on your same side. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So back into that same clamshell, just for 45 seconds this time. I'm all crackly, laugly. Whew. Opening up, internal, close, and down. So people who have a lot of hip mobility can probably open up a little bit wider than I can, but my hips are not very mobile. Good, 10 seconds left. Good, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're coming to that minute interval, so 1 minute of each. So 1 minute of that shoulder tap into our taps in 3, 2, 1. Again, taking any modifications you need here. Finding your level. Remember, this is the top of the pyramid, the longest you'll have to do this. Good, we're almost to that halfway mark here. Feeling strong, feeling alive. Final 15. Good, 3, 2, 1. So we're only going to be doing 30 seconds on this side because, and then we'll switch to the other side because otherwise it would be uneven. So only 30 seconds on this side, and then we'll flip over for the other side for the last 30. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So opening it up, internal, down, and close. Last time on this side here. Opening it up, internal, and close. All right, getting ready to switch to the other side in 3, 2, 1. I'll pause it for a second so everyone can flip on over. Other side. 3, 2, 1. So that same idea here and down. So opening it up, internal. One side might feel easier or different than the other side. Open, internal, down, and close. I like to sing myself like a little song. Open, internal, down, and close. Good. 3, 2, 1. All right, back into 45 seconds of our plank to shoulder taps. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So back to that 45-second interval. Good. As we get tired, making sure that form isn't going. Really trying to relax the shoulder blades down here a bit. Keeping that core engaged the whole time. 15 seconds left. Good. 3, 2, 1. So you're back on that new side this time for 45 seconds. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So back into that new side. May take a second to get your clamshell legs in. I always feel like I have to do a couple before I feel really organized in my movement. I want to make sure that the hips are stacked here, core is engaged. That will really help control everything. Good, 15 seconds left. Good, 3, 2, 1. All right, we are almost down this pyramid, 30 seconds of each, coming back into that plank, into our down dog in 3, 2, 1. Again, you can always do this on your knees if your wrists are hurting or if you feel like your form is going. You know your body far better than I do. Always take the modifications that you need. Good. 3, 2, 1. Flipping onto your side here, this clamshells. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Opening it up, extending, down, and lower. If you just like the opening and closing, feel free to find that. You don't actually have to add the internal if you don't want. It adds a little hip love, but good, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, final 15 seconds of each, and then we'll be done with these exercises. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Last time going through here. Good. 3, 2, 1. Flipping onto your side. Final 15 seconds. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, and then we'll get a longer recovery here. Three, 2, 1, relax. Feel free to grab some water, take a quick breather here, and then I'll demo our exercises for our next pyramid. How are we feeling? Good? Nice and warmed up? All right, so our next first exercise is side plank rotation. So there's a bunch of different ways to do this. So you can do it on your palm so starting from a plank, and you can pivot and open into that side plank here, back to the middle, and open. You can do this on your knees, so extending up, opening here on your knees. You can do this on your forearms, so opening up into a side plank on your forearms, and then you can do this same thing on your knees, on your forearms. So like a million different options for our side plank rotations. Our second exercise is going to be a fire hydrant and an extension together. So I'll do this for the side for you. So same thing with the clamshells, will be on one side for the whole first half. So you're doing one extension to the side, one to the top, one to the side, one to the top. Notice that at the top, I'm not arching my back. So really try to keep that stable core and spine here. So one to the side, one to the top, and then when we get halfway, we will switch. All right, let's go to the side plank rotations. Only 15 seconds to begin with. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So remember, you're choosing what feels best for you here. Forearms. You can do it on your palms. You can do it on your knees. Just nice and controlled. Challenging the core with this dynamic movement. 3, 2, 1. Coming to that tabletop position, we'll do our fire hydrant to extension in 3, 2, 1. So one to the side, and then one to the top. One to the side, one to the top. So I'm starting on my left leg. Feel free to start on whatever leg feels better for you. 3, 2, 1. All right, going into that 30-second interval here. You can choose, you can change it up if you want to do it a different way. 3, 2, 1. So coming to the side plank rotation, so you're pivoting into that side plank, coming to your center plank, pivoting the other direction. Good, 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Coming in to our quadruped, we'll start our extensions in 3, 2, 1. So one to the side and then one to the top. As always, remember you're watching for that arching of the back. You want to avoid that. Those hips are staying pretty even here. So notice that I'm not coming sideways. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, into that 45-second interval here. Coming into our side plank in 3, 2, 1. So you can choose the same one. Maybe you want to come onto your palms this time. Your choice. "45 seconds. All right, more than halfway here. Good. 3, 2, 1. Coming to that quadruped. 45 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. We are almost at the top of our pyramid here. So really trying to engage the glute, flexing that toe in towards you. Nice and controlled in that core as well. Nice. Staying strong here. Getting a little sweaty. 15 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, top of the pyramid, 1 minute here. I'm gonna switch on to my palms for some fun. 3, 2, 1. So 1 minute here, then we'll be going back down the pyramid. You can even see how slow I'm going here. Don't ever worry about going too slow. There is no such thing in side plank rotations. All right, we are halfway, 30 seconds to go here. Remember, you can always choose forearms or palms. 15 seconds left. Good, 3, 2, 1. We're doing the same thing as we did with clamshell, so 30 seconds on one leg, 30 seconds on the other, starting in 3, 2, 1. So we're on that same leg here, 30 seconds. Last couple repetitions. Feeling good, feeling strong. Really tucking that core in here. Getting ready to switch to the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Right into the other side. Switching to the other leg. So same, left out to the side, left out to the back. Same challenge here, don't arch the back. 15 seconds left. Pretending you're stamping a sign into the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. All right, we've completed the top of our pyramid. We're going back down. 45 seconds of the side plank rotations. In 3, 2, 1. I'm going back on my forearms. Good, so finding some endurance with these longer intervals, finding some strength in the movement. Good, 15 seconds left. Finding whatever works best for you here. 3, 2, 1. All right, coming into that quadruped. 45 seconds on that new leg in 3, 2, 1. So extending one out to the side, one up to the top. Side, top. So you can tell that I chose all the movements so far that are dynamic. So they have 2 different planes of movement in them, which is kind of what I did on purpose. So we always move in the sagittal plane, which is forward and back, and it's really good for our bodies to move in different planes. So in this one, we're moving also in the frontal plane. And that is really good for your body to kind of confuse the muscles and to have them become more adaptable. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're on our final 2 here. So 30 seconds of those side plank rotations. Starting in 3, 2, 1. If you want to switch it up this time, drop down to the knees. Feel free to do that. Finding that strength in your shoulder joint, in your core. 3, 2, 1. Coming back into our quadruped. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So back into that extension. So fire hydrant and then our glute extension. Really seeing if you can maybe slow down this one and really feel all of the different muscles that have to work to have you lift up your leg and then to bring it out to the side. There's a lot of different ones that are helping you do that. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're on that 15-second interval into those side plank rotations. You may only get a couple in. Ready, set, go. Already 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Coming down into quadruped. Final 15 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Extension. Good. 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. Grab some water, take a quick breather. We have 1 more to go. I'm out of breath. All right, our first exercise is curtsey lunges. So you can stay on one side for that whole time. So we're stepping behind, that knee is staying right over your ankle, stepping back in, stepping behind, stepping back in. Our second exercise is going to be Russian twists, but I'll give an option for a little bit of an add-on if you want. So the Russian twist, you can keep your heels on the ground, you can keep them lifted, whatever feels best for you. But we're gonna add the hands in a little bit, just for a little bit of a change. So if you have them on the ground, you're gonna twist to the middle, but when you get to the top, you're gonna extend them straight up, back to center, and then to that twist. So extension. And you really, with that extension, you'll find you can't do it if you're C-curving your spine. So really try to extend out of the shoulders for that one. So we're getting into those different planes here. All right, so we'll start with our curtsey lunges. We'll start on one side. Starting 15 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. So stepping behind for that curtsey lunge, back in. If you want to add a balance challenge, you can always hover that leg and just come behind and back together. So feeling that glute and your quad work. 3, 2, 1. That 15 seconds always flies by. All right, we're coming into our Russian twists with that extension at the top. 3, 2, 1. So you're twisting, extending at the top, twisting. So if you have something like, if you have a block, really good to do. If you want to hold a book, if you have a weight, feel free to do that. You're just having to find more of that core engagement. 3, 2, 1. All right, 30-second interval, standing up for those curtsey lunges. And 3, 2, 1. So same leg here, stepping behind and back in. Notice that my hips are hinging back. So make sure that you're not just falling forward. The core is still engaged. Halfway here. 3, 2, 1. Coming into those Russian twists. 4, 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. So you can always do this without holding something. Just use your hands as your guide. Or if you have something nearby you want to use, feel free to add on. You can always drop those heels or you can lift them, your choice. It's not a big movement to the side, just a little thoracic twist. 3, 2, 1. All right, on to that 45-second interval here. If those curtsey lunges don't feel good for you, feel free to just find a normal lunge back and forth. All right, 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds here. So again, finding that strength. So see, if you put your hands on your hips, can you keep the hips facing forward the whole time? So rather than hinging them to the side, see if you can keep them pointed forward. All right, 15 seconds to go here. Three, 2, 1. Coming into that Russian twist. We'll start 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1. So finding that little twist and then extension in the middle, twist, extension. I'm sweating. Can't tell if it's just hot in my apartment. All right, 15 seconds to go here. If you feel like your form is going, feel free to drop those heels. Extending up through the shoulders. Good. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're at the top of our pyramid here, 1 minute. So only 30 seconds of curtsey lunges, and then we'll switch to the other side. All right, 3, 2, 1. So stepping behind for those curtsies. So it's easy for this exercise to get wonky on that front knee. So my advice is really to step back further than you think you need to, and you'll find that alleviates some of the stress on your knee. Because this is actually a very dynamic position because you're getting that hamstring engaged in a way you really don't when you're just doing a step back lunge. All right, switch into that other side. So right into that other side, 30 seconds. This one's gonna feel all fresh. Ten seconds left. You may also feel some inner thigh activation. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going down the pyramid. Coming, 45 seconds. Wait, yeah, 45 seconds of our Russian twists. In 3, 2, wait, we didn't do a minute yet, right, of the Russian twists? Yeah, all right, we're doing a minute Russian twist. Ready, set, go. I was like, something feels wrong. Doing a whole minute. So again, finding your level here. You can always take any piece of this out if you need. This is your workout, not mine, whatever you need here. Sorry for the false hope. We're still at 1 minute. Halfway, 30 seconds to go. Really trying to get into those deep layers of your core here. Last little push. My thighs are burning. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're on our 45-second interval, back into that fresh leg of our curtsey lunges. In 3, 2, 1. So if I ever feel like my form is going, I always just put my hands on my hips, and that helps me remind myself where I need to be. So only 45 seconds here. Then we're practically done. Also, my name's Mallory. Hello. I don't think I ever said who I was. Welcome. Good. 3, 2, 1. All right, coming in to our Russian twists here. 45 seconds. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So finding that version that works best for you. I like to make sure I'm breathing. All right, final 15 seconds here. Good. 3, 2, 1. All right, 2 final rounds. So 30 and 15. Let's knock them out. 3, 2, 1. Stepping behind and back in. Maybe you want to add that balance challenge this time. Maybe you want to drive the knee up. See what feels best. Or maybe you're doing that whole time and I didn't know that. Final 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. I can feel the end coming. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds of those Russian twists. Again, listen to your lumbar spine here telling you when to stop. Those obliques are trying to stop you from rotating, so really engaging them here, feeling that deep layer of core activate. Three, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, we made it to the 15 seconds. All right, got a couple reps in this 15 and then we are ready to move forward. All right, 3, 2, 1. Final 15 seconds here. All right, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. All right, let's finish with that Russian twist. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Finding that twist here. Oh, I forgot my extension. 3, 2, 1. Relax for a second. Grab some water. I'm going to give everyone a solid minute here to take a time to get your breath back, break, because we are going to end with our plank challenge. So for those of you who don't take my class regularly, we end the class every week with a plank challenge. So you'll set a goal for yourself. It can be literally any time. And you're just going to be holding that plank as long as you can with good form. And that plank can be whatever you want it to be. It can be on your hands, on your forearms. It can be on your knees. Just making sure that you're really keeping that spine in line. If you feel your lower back sagging or protruding, drop out of it, you're good. So how it works is I will time, you're welcome to time yourself too, and then every 30 seconds, I'll tell you, so like 30 seconds in, 1 minute in, 1 minute 30, and then you can just know what that time is, and every week you can compare yourself or see how you're doing. So I really believe that goals are meant to be broken sometimes, so don't stress if you don't reach the goal that you set for yourself. Just know that you're working on that core endurance, which is a really important thing to work on. So For those of you who have done this before, it'll be like normal. For those of you who it's your first time, this will be your baseline time where you can grow off of it. And especially because we have a lot of people today, I will need the people without videos on to communicate to me when you're done so I know when to stop the timer. So as soon as you're done, just put in the chat like done so that I know when the last person's done and I can stop the timer. After you finish your plank, feel free to start stretching and then we'll all meet you there on the other end. Sound good? That was a lot of talking. Let's jump right in. So finding that plank position here. I need another sip of water before I do this. All right, finding that plank position. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So I like my forearm plank. I feel much more stable here, but really find whatever works best for you. Tucking the glutes, the shoulders are right over your elbows. I'll tell you every 30 seconds. Feel free to get into the zone here, blast the music, whatever you need. I won't talk the whole time. Good, 30 seconds in here, 30 seconds in. I like to call it the summer of planks. All right, we are 1 minute in here, 1 minute in. How we feeling? Good. All right, keep it up. If you're done, feel free to let me know in the chat and then start stretching. Come on onto my hand so I can see. All right, we are 1.5 minutes in here. Awesome, nice. So as soon as you're done, feel free to start stretching, cooling down a little bit, and then everyone will meet you there. Awesome, thanks everyone. Keep it coming. Awesome job, we are almost to 2 minutes. Good, 2 minutes in here, 2 minutes in. For those of you still going, awesome job, stay strong. I'm feeling it. Good, 2.5 minutes, I'm dropping out. Everyone that's still going, stay strong. I'm here to support you. Whenever you're done, just let me know in the chat. We got a couple more, I think. We are almost to that 3 minute mark. All right, 3 minutes. Nice, everyone. Alex, I think are you the only one still going? You don't have to respond if you're still planking. No, you're good. All right, we are almost to 3.5 minutes. Thanks. And then we'll get to some quality stretching. Three and a half minutes. Wow, this is quite a long time. Very impressed. Just making sure I didn't. Okay, great job, Alex. That's awesome. All right, everyone's done, I think. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's start stretching. All right, we're gonna start in a child's pose today. So you can bring those knees wide, toes together, walk those hands forward. So get into the hips. We did a lot of different hip and glute work today, so you can extend those arms out and get into the shoulders a little bit too. Find your breath here. Good, and then you can walk forward into a tabletop position and then bring one hand behind your head here, so behind your neck, and that elbow is gonna come out to the side, and then you're gonna open up that thoracic spine. So then close. You're pressing into that right hand, so opening up all the shoulder joints and the chest and the ribs. So we're opening up the side and then coming back in one more time, opening up the chest. Good, and then you can extend that arm out to the side, and we're gonna do a couple thread the needle. So extending that arm under, and then on the way up, you're gonna bend it and open that arm into a cactus. You can't really see, but my arm is opening up into a cactus. So extending underneath and then opening up into cactus. Coming underneath, opening up. Last one. Opening up. Nice. Coming back down, we'll switch to the other side. That right hand comes behind your neck, and then we'll open and close here. So opening up that chest. Oh, I have so much tightness here. And then closing, opening up that book, closing it. Really try to press the neck back into your hand. Last one. Opening up, and then we'll extend the arm out to the side, back into our thread the needles, coming underneath, bending that arm, opening into a cactus, threading the arm underneath, opening up into cactus. Good, last one. Opening up, and then we can come down into cat-cow. So instead of arching the back here, try to drag the hands back and lift the chest forward, and then pressing through the hands, pushing up towards the ceiling. So pressing the hands into the earth, the shoulder blades are pressing up, and then drag the hands back, opening the chest like you're dragging your armpits through, and then pressing into the hands, extending the shoulder blades up. Take a couple of these at your own pace. Good, all right, you can flip those knees in front of you here. We're gonna do a glute stretch. So level one is to just cross the top leg here. So feeling a little bit in your hip flexor and your glute. If you want to challenge yourself, you can start to jump that knee in. So you're feeling a lot more open the closer that leg gets to you, flexing that toe in towards you. Try to not just relax back, so try to keep the chest lifted. Opening in that glute here. Good. We'll switch to the other side, crossing that other leg over. If it feels good to stay here, do that. Or you can choose to jump that leg in to get a little bit more intense of a stretch. All right, bringing that knee in front, one leg to the back. We're into our hurdler's position. If it feels okay, you can stay here, or you can start to walk those hands forward, getting a nice deeper stretch in. At least I feel it in my hamstring, but probably also in your glute. Not trying to just curve forward, still trying to find some of that extension here. Good, switch to the other side, that other leg comes in front, other one extends to the back. Same thing here, if it feels good to just stay lifted, stay lifted. If If you want to walk forward a little bit, feel free to find that. This is my bad side. Not my bad side, just my got a lot of work to do side. With my hip flexor. All right, and then you can cross those legs, come to the front, and we're just gonna find some big shoulder rolls here. So giving those elbows nice big circles. Good, and we'll switch directions, other way. Feel some movement in the ribs. All right, shake it out however you need. I'm gonna put in the chat my Instagram, my fitness Instagram, if you would like to follow that. Let's see, other than that, my name is Mallory. I will not be here next week because I'm backpacking, but Devin will be here again for those of you who were here for the other class, and she's a great instructor. Other than that, I'll stay for a couple minutes if you have questions, thoughts, feedback, requests. Other than that, thank you and have a great rest of your Thursday. Hopefully it flies by. Thanks, everyone.